Stage your friends to join the session. We shall start at 7 p.m. Can I? Yeah. Make sure, guys, you guys are in mute. You can converse with me in the chat. Your messages are visible to me. Hey, can I get a good evening from everyone who has joined the session? Let's make sure the class is interactive. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening. So, what did we discuss about in the previous session? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. What did we discuss in the previous session? Good evening, teacher. Good evening. Yeah, you guys can reply me through chat over here. Let us make sure that the sessions are effective enough, successful enough. Okay. I need 100% participation from every one of them. Let's not make this as a regular online class or a session. Let us have it a completely different kind of a session, okay? Because you are investing some point of the day in learning something for your life. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, people. Good evening. I hope so. I'm audible to everyone. Am I
Yes, sir.
audible?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yes, sir.
How was your weekend, guys? How was your weekend?
Good, sir.
Had coffee, tea, Horlicks, Boost, green tea.
How was your weekend, sir?
My weekend, eat, sleep, repeat. That's fixed. Can I get a good evening from everyone in the chat section? Let's make the session, each and every session, as much as effective as possible. because we are investing some time to learn something at this 7 p.m. in the evening. So let's make sure that we are learning something. We are utilizing a precious 1 hour period of time for the day. And please inform your friends to join the session as soon as possible, even if they haven't joined last session, it is fine. Today we'll be starting with basics of Java, writing a Java program, executing a Java program, basic working of a Java program. Let's see everything today, step by step. Anyone at any point of time, if you're having any doubts, please make sure you're messaging them. I can see your messages. Okay. Okay, sure. Fine. Let's continue with the class. So previously we had seen, okay, just a minute. Let me share my screen. Okay, very shared. Yeah, here we have shared the screen. Yeah, is my screen, I hope so. Yeah, my screen is visible to everyone. So previously we had learned what is a programming language, levels of programming language, platform dependency, independency. So we had all seen those stuff in the Friday session. Yes, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Good evening. So today we shall see with respect to how Java works. What is the work with Java, how Java works. And have you guys received a file that is especially what to say, a drive file which has a JDK in it, and also a helping YouTube video to install JDK in your machines or laptops or computers? Yeah, I presume that you guys have installed it in your systems. You can also download it from the Oracle website. But the one thing is you just have to create a ID in Oracle website to download it. So currently we'll be using JDK 8 or Java 1.8. Okay. In my system I have 21 or 20, I think so. But yeah, you guys can use 1.8 as far as now. Once we proceed with the advanced topics, you guys can shift towards a JDK which is 13 plus version. 11, 13, 17, 19, 20, or 21, in any one of the version, you guys can use it. But in these initial days, we will be going with 1.8. So, shall we start today's session? It is already 7:05.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Many of you buddies have joined. Yeah, it's a pretty much good number. Let's start the session. Okay, right. So basically, we will be speaking with respect to Java from today. So here we had seen. Okay, okay, sure. So let me first discuss. Oh, so let me first discuss of if there is disconnection, make sure there is a stable internet connection from your side. Okay, and make sure there are not much background applications running in your phone or machine. Okay, that will help you, I think so. Having a stable connection and not of much Background applications will help you to be always in the session. Okay. So basically, Java is what type of programming language? What level of, sorry, not of type, what level of a programming language?
high level.
So Java is a high level programming language. So let's change them to, I think so 18 would be fine. Is the font size fine for everyone? Is it visible? Is it visible or
Yes,
should I have
sir.
to increase?
Yes, sir,
Shall I
visible,
in
sir.
Yes, sir.
okay. So yeah. Okay, let me slightly increase it to 20. Okay. So fine. So here we have Java. So whenever we are writing a Java program, so for example, let me say, sir, I am writing a Java program, sir. So I will say this as demo, oh sorry, I'll say this as demo.java. So what is my file's name? My file's name is demo.java. So original file can also be called as a source file. Yes or no? Original file can also be called as source file. So this file, as it is a program of high level programming language. Can my computer directly understand a program which is of high level programming language? Does it understand?
No, sir.
So this will
No, sir.
not be understood
It will change into
by
the
the computer. Yeah. So to make it understandable or to convert it into the form of understanding process. So this has to be first compiled. So whenever we compile, so there is a command which is called as Java C. We say it as Java C. So Java C is basically a compiler. So this compiler, what does our compiler does? So compiler will always check for the syntax, check for the rules and regulations. So if the rules and regulations are successfully, is my voice audible now? Okay, for few people,
yes,
my
sir.
voice was not audible. Is it audible clearly?
Yes, sir.
First, let me check whether it is in mute. Yeah, I am not in mute. Yeah. Okay. So Java C will be your compilation command. Once you compile this, so what happens? What happens here? You will get a, so
Bye.
basic. Yeah, someone said something. You will get a file. A file gets generated. So this file is called as. So what is my file name? It was demo.java. So this will be demo.class file. What will be this file called as? It is called as a class file. Okay. So this class file will not have any kind of versions or anything, but the composition inside a class file will be bytecode. what will be the composition of a class file? It will be bytecode. So bytecode is neither a high level, uh, what to say, neither a high level instruction, neither a low level instruction. It is in the middle process. It is in the middle. So this class file based on the machine you guys use. Sir, if you're compiling and executing in the same machine, sir, will I have any issues? If it is written in the same machine, compiled in the same machine, and being executed in the same machine, will we face any issues? Will there be a
No.
issue for us? So there will be no issue for us, sir. But if you are transferring, for example, let's assume you're transferring your file to your friend or to your professor. So, if your computer has Java inside, so your Java will convert the file based on the system. Your Java is designed in such a way that your software is designed in such a way that so, let us not have this. So, even if it is Windows 32-bit version, even it can be Mac, sorry, it can be Mac OS, it can be Linux. So, the receiver can be anybody. So, your Java will be converted to that system specific format. Okay, and it will be executed. Who will be executed? These bytes codes will be converted. These byte code will be converted to the system specific format. Okay. So if you're sending, so it reads your system because your system will know of which category it is. So what requirements are present. So that format it will be converted. Okay, this is how Java works basically. So this feature of having bytecodes inside which file? Inside the class file makes Java as a yeah. Good evening. Good evening. Makes Java as a platform independent programming language. So if anyone asks you justify how Java is a platform independent programming language, so what will be your answer? Your answer will be, sir, whenever I write a Java code, that particular code will be saved with .java extension, sir. So this file I can also call it as SRC or source code. So this source code will be what it will be done. It will be compiled. It will be compiled by whom? It will be compiled by JavaC. The short form of Java compiler is JavaC. So your Java compiler will generate a dot class. What is the content of the demo.class file? Demo.class file consists of bytecode.
Byte.
So these bytecodes will be converted to system specific binary language. Understood the working of Java programming language? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Any how this conversion happens, I'll explain now. Now in next part topic, I'll explain how this conversion, how generation, we will see that. Okay. But this working, anyone has any doubts, any questions? ಯಾರಿಗಾವ್ದು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ ಇರ್ಕಾ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಕಿಸಿಕೋ ಕುಚ್ ಡೌಟ್ ಹೈ ಕ್ಯಾ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಐದರ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಹಿಂದಿ ತಮಿಳ್ ತೆಲುಗು Okay.
Sir, once again
Okay.
explains.
Okay, great. Okay, fine. No issues. So, so you guys can see my screen, right? My screen
Good
is
morning, sir.
visible, right?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good evening.
సార్ మీరు ఎక్లిప్స్ కూడా డౌన్లోడ్ చేస్తారా?
We don't need Eclipse now.
ఓన్లీ ఫర్ కమెంట్ ప్రాబ్లం అని చెప్తారా?
I'll inform at what time which application has to be used. I'll inform.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Don't take tension. Be cool. Okay. Yeah. Fine. So now, what is the first step? First step, you should have a Java program. How to have a Java program? Open your editor, that is your notepad. You can have Visual Studio Code, you can have NetBeans, you can have Eclipse, which is famous for Java. You will type a program. Okay. You after typing a program, you will save the program. So whenever you save a program with .java extension, that files, what can we also call it as? We can also call it as a source codes. So as Java is a high level programming language, so this has to be sent to whom? To your compiler. Which compiler? As we are discussing Java program, as it is a Java program, this has to be sent to your Java compiler. This Java compiler will generate what? It generates a class file, dot class file. Inside a class file, you will have bytecode. So this bytecode is neither a high-level programming language, neither a low-level programming language. So after you give the command for execution, it will get executed. But if you are sharing it to any other system, it can be your friend, it can be your teacher, it can be your professor, it can be your colleague. So if the configuration is different, it will read, your Java will read to which format I have to convert so that my computer will understand. So that conversion will take place based on the type of system you are using, and then it gets executed. So this extra feature of Java, that is bytecode, which does not has any format. It is a formatless file or it is a formatless code based on the system. Guys, make sure you are in mute.
అరే నాకు అర్థమైంది. ఛార్జింగ్ ఎంత గింజున్నావు?
Oh, sir, you have muted yourself.
Hey, does this get going on mute? Okay. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
సార్.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. I'll
Yes,
make
sir.
a permanent solution for this. Okay. Okay, I think so. I should be audible. Fine. Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Is there
Yes,
any
sir.
questions in this diagram? Is there any questions in this diagram? Let's move forward. Anyone has any questions here in this diagram on working of how a Java code gets converted? So shall we see the internal working?
So good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma.
So can you please repeat it again
Regarding what?
about the topic? Right now you have.
Okay, I think so. The topic which I'm going to explain now will justify everything. Okay, just 2 minutes, couple of minutes. So yeah, let me ask a general question. Okay, so can I make a train to stand on a road? Okay, can I make a train come and stop on the road? Or
No.
can I make my flight come and stand on my house terrace? Say the pilot,
No,
bro,
sir.
down I have my home. Can you just drop me off there? Can we say that over there to the pilot?
No.
No, right?
No.
Yeah.
Not
No,
But
sir.
with the bike or with the but with bikes, can we do? Can we exactly
yes,
come in front of our homes and you can make your bikes stop over there?
yeah,
Why
sir.
is
We can.
that? Why is that so? Train tracks and railway
Size.
station that
Size
is
matters.
specifically dedicated for a train, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, and
Yeah, sir.
in the in the same way, to and if you want a function to run, or if you want a what to say, any annual functions to run, so specifically there will be a stage for someone to come and give a speech over there, or someone wants to perform something. So for that, a particular stage will be there. So there will be difference, right? There will be an area for audience, there will be area for performing. So in the same way, in your Java software, there is a separate area for execution. What do we have? We have a separate area for execution. So this execution area, we call it as runtime environment or environment. So what do we call execution time as? We call execution time as runtime environment. Okay. So there is always two time. One is so two not time, two periods. One is a compilation period and one is a execution period.
Execution.
And this is one point. And one more point is, if you want to travel somewhere for a particular period of time, let's take it can take up to 2 to 3 days or 4 to 5 days. So do we pack up everything in a particular object, or or we will carry everything in our hands and go? Your dress, your cosmetics, your shoes, all the required things. So will you carry it in your hands, or will you pack it everything which is required somewhere inside a suitcase or a luggage bag? Which one you guys will prefer? Will you prefer a suitcase, or will you prefer taking everything in your hands?
we
Is it
prefer a
possible for
luggage.
us?
Yes, sir.
Luggage bag we will prefer, sir.
Yeah. Why do we prefer? Why? Because anything you require for that particular travel will be available in that bag, right? So I need dress, I need some cosmetics, I need some anything at a particular given period of time. So you get everything in that single bag. In the same way, whenever you go to your colleges or whenever we go to some workplace, we carry a bag, right? So in that bag, your laptops will be there, your books will be there. If you're having what is that practical sessions, your lab coats will be there. Everything will be there, right? For your particular given that days period of time. So that whenever your class changes or whenever if you want to have some anything, so will be present in that bag itself. So in the same way, if I want to develop a Java software, sir, from scratch for a backend application, I want to develop a Java application, sir. So for that, you need JDK. What do we need? We need JDK. JDK means or JDK stands for Java Development Kit. Basically, what is JDK? JDK stands for
Java development kit. Java development kit.
Java
Java
Development
development
Kit.
kit. Kit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes. Love your enthusiasm, bro. So, let's name this dabba as Java
So if you want, I want a doubt.
DEVLOP. Yeah,
So you want to latest version is JDK you have using?
sorry.
Sir, if you are you using in latest version in Java development kit?
I am using a latest one, but for you guys, 1.8 is more than it.
Okay.
You can also use the recent one. That's not a issue for you guys. You
The
can use
which one is the best? Like
1.8 or
latest one, and you
for,
suggest
for,
me that
for,
version.
for learning purpose, 1.8 is more than sufficient for you guys.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
So, so this is your complete JDK or a Java development kit. Inside this one dabba or one area will be for your compiler. Okay. So this compiler will be present inside the JDK itself. And another area will be for your execution area. So this area we can call it as JRE. So JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment. Java Runtime Environment. It's getting too large. Let's come to 60. Yeah. So that's the thing. So inside this JRE, you have one more body called as JVM. Whom do we have? Java
Java virtual machine.
Virtual
Mission.
Machine. Java Virtual Machine. So this Java virtual machine will be acting like a ignition key or a starter key for your JRE. Okay. Your JVM will work like a starter for JRE. Okay. So this will be your compiler, and you have many things. Okay. You have called as interpreter. You have something called as JIT, which is also called as just in time compiler. You have this interpreter and JIT, which is completely responsible for your execution. Whatever you need for execution process will be present there. In where? In your JRE. Okay. And you will be having some Java has something called as packages. PKAGS. So packages are just bunch of classes. What are packages? Packages are bunch of classes, group of classes for particular purpose. Okay. So these are your contents of JRE. So, and you have inside JDK, you have Java doc, you have Java P, you have many, let us say, supporting files. We can call it as supporting files, which are required for your development of a Java application. Okay. So what happens whenever you have, okay, I hope, okay, let me reduce this. Okay, is this diagram visible to everyone? The combined diagram with
Yes,
SRC
sir, visible,
and
visible.
JDK. Okay, so
Sir,
first of
today
all,
concept only paragraph.
guys, please make sure you're in mute. I don't want
Sir,
any.
today concept only for theory part.
Wait, let me do my class, okay? How much ever possible, how much ever I have thought, we'll do that. And we shall also execute some basic Hello World programs today. Guys, you never worry, you don't worry about what will be that thing, whether it is theory, whether it is programming, whether does he do any important programs. Each and every class is important. Each and every topic which I'm going to explain is important. You might have learnt in your colleges, but the approaches might be different. Okay. So make sure you're curious to learn the things. That's all. Okay. Don't worry about what will be there inside the class. Make sure you're understanding whatever the topic has been is being delivered to you. Okay. So where was I? Yeah. So this I hope so the diagram is visible to everyone. All the both the combined diagram over here. Okay. So
Yes.
whenever I write this particular demo.java file, so this Java file will be sent to who? Will be sent to my compiler. Okay. So whenever this file, okay, let me draw away a small diagram over here. So this file will be sent to your compiler. So this compiler, what he will do? This compiler will generate a file.
It will run.
it generates a file. So what type of file is this? This is a dot class file. This dot class file will be generated by your compiler. So this class file will be sent to your execution area. Okay. This class file will be sent to whom? This class file will be sent for execution, because in compiler only compilation will happen. What is compiling process? In compiling process, only two things will be checked. Are you following the rules and regulation of the Java? Is it being followed, or any fault is present? That will be checked. If it is successfully, your program is according to the Java rules and regulations, then your complete, what is that? Your .java file will be generated, will be converted, or a .class file will be generated by the compiler. So this class file will be sent to whom? To your JRE. So inside this JRE, I have said this interpreter and JIT, right? So this complex or this bunch will receive it. Who receives it? Your bundle of your interpreter and JIT will receive it. So these buddies will receive it and convert your bytecode to binary format. Who is present where? Who is present in your JRE. Understood the internal working of how
Yes,
a
sir.
Java code is converted to binary format? And after it is converted to binary format, that binary format will be received by the system. It will see what code you have written, and that will be translated to, I mean, whatever the particular result has to be said, that will be sent back. Understood? Any doubts?
No,
Any
sir.
questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, shall we see what is the difference between compiler and interpreter? Yeah, compiler here, compiler, as I have said, yeah, on compilation only it checks whether your, see, compiler, he is like your traffic mama, okay, traffic police. He will only check whether do you have DLA, whether do you have a helmet, whether the required documents are there or not. If it is fine, you are let go on. Or else a case will be put to you. In the same way, compiler will do whether this code or whether the instructions which you have written, is it following the rules and regulations of Java rules? Only rules will be checked by the compiler. If anything is missing, if you are not using any inappropriate format your code is written, then the compiler will give you a error for you. Sweet error will be thrown by your compiler, saying, sir, this is the problem you have done, or this is something is missing, or you have been used which is not at all there. So please rectify the error. So this will be said by the compiler. This interpreter is there, right? So this interpreter or your JIT. So these people will convert. So his work will be converting from a bytecode to binary format. You can think of bytecode as your Maggie. Okay. Whenever you buy a packet of Maggie, is it a finished product do you buy, or you have to do some process to make it as a finished product? Guys, is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So is it, do you buy
Sir,
a finished product, or will you take it to your home and cook and make it as a finished product? it depends on you, right? It is never fixed, right? That you have to use these ingredients only. Few people will like with vegetables, few people like with cheese, few people like with chocolates also nowadays. Yes, right? So it depends on you how you want to cook, where you want to cook. You can cook it in your home, you can cook it in your PG, you can cook it in your hostel. So in the same way, your byte code will be converted to the required format. So it is the middle format, your byte codes. So to convert that to your byte code to convert it to binary will be done by your interpreter and JIT. Understood the working of JIT and interpreter? JVM will work like a starting key. If JVM will initiate the process of JRE. What is JRE? It is a dedicated area for execution. Anyone has any questions? Compiler will never ever intervene in the runtime. Compiler is always for compilation. After successful compilation process, then only runtime people will come. Okay. There are two separate what is that times over here. One is a compilation time and one is a execution time. Please don't get confused with it. So let's write a sample code. Okay. JVM, I said na. So JVM work is like a key. If you have the key, your bike will start. If JVM is there, he will initiate the execution process for JRE. Think it as a key starter for your JRE. Okay, shall we see a basic program? Shall we see a basic program for Java?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Always, okay, always. Illa, your Java code starts with class, the word class. Is it visible to everyone? And everything is in lowercase,
Yes.
small alphabets.
Yes, sir.
So after class, you will give name
sir.
for your class. After that, you will open your class block. A block will always be opened by a flower bracket. JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment. Okay. After this, you have to provide one tab space. So you have to write public static void main array of string arguments. So I'll say why you are writing like this. What is the purpose of this? I'll say. So for the people who are learning Java for the very first time, programming for a very first time, in the initial days, learn what to write. Okay. To get a particular output, learn what to write. As the days goes, the topics itself will explain you why are you writing that. What is the purpose of that? Okay, slightly hold on to your excitement. So to print something, you have to write a print statement. You will be using system.out.println. Inside double quotes, you will say hello world. Everyone are bored of hello world. Let me say Bengaluru. Okay. You can write anything. Inside double quotes, you can write anything. And see, I have opened your main method. This body is called as main method. Once you're opening a block, you have to close the block. I don't have anything other than printing Bengaluru in my program. That is why I'm closing my main method. So after this, I don't want any other blocks. I will close this block. I will close the class block. Within class block only, you have to write whatever you want to write with respect to a Java code. Outside the class block will not be there anything except a few statements, which will be always above the class block. We'll discuss that afterwards whenever the particular time arrives. So this is your basic syntax, basic simple structure of a Java program. Okay. So this will be complete. Class will be in lowercase. How it is written here, you have to follow these things, or else your compiler will throw a error here. Okay. So I'll save it. Okay, I don't need it here. Let's go to C. I'll create a new folder. So I will say online. So always a Java file will be saved with .java extension. So let's go and check whether our file is present there or not. So where is online folder? Online folder is there. So can you guys see Java file is present here? Java source file which is saved just now. So after saving the file, you can go to command prompt. So to go to your command prompt in this bar, you can just click here and type CMD. If you click CMD, your command prompt opens. Okay. So your command prompt will be opening from the folder from where you are opening. See here, I am currently in online folder, right? So that is why, see, you can see your path here. So this is the hard drive. It can be C drive, D drive, F drive, G drive, any drive, and this will be your folder name. So I have saved it in online folder. It is opening from online folder. Sir, I want to open it from another folder. You can do that. That's not an issue. I will come to this folder. I will come here. I will click here and I will press CMD. So from where you are saving, in which folder you are saving, you have to go to that particular folder. You have to click here and click on CMD. Type CMD and enter. You will get that. Okay. So currently my saved folder was online folder. So where is yellow ito online no? Online. So I came here, I typed the CMD. I have opened it. So compilation compulsory Java C you have to write. So what is the file name? Demo, right? What is my file name? My file name is demo. So demo.java. This will be your compilation command. Java C, whatever might be the file name, and make sure whatever you are writing in this here after the word class, the same name you have to provide for your file. Okay. If you write something here and save your folder with some other name, your computer will not recognize. Okay. It will be like saving Karthik's number inside Murthi's in the name of Murthy. Okay. So always, whatever the name you are writing, the same name you have to give for the file. And if you press enter, did it display anything? Did it display anything?
No.
So if it is not displaying anything, congratulations, people. Successful compilation has occurred. Okay. And when we minimize and check our folder, see here, did I create the class file or were the class file automatically generated? Class file was automatically generated by whom? By your compiler. So if I open the class file, okay, if you open the class file, this is bytecode. This is bytecode. Is there any Einsteins here inside the class who can understand this bytecode? Can translate this bytecode? Any bytecode translators here? So this is neither understandable by a human, neither understandable to a machine. Okay. So class file will be automatically generated if there are no errors in your program. So after successful compilation, I have to execute. So Java demo. You have to just write Java, no Java C, only Java and the file name, no .java. This is for your execution. And if you press enter, see, in my print statement, I had written Bengaluru. You got your output. Understood how to compile and how to execute?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will open with.
Can I also use .java on the run command? For example, Java demo.java.
Sorry.
Can I use in on run command Java demo.java.
Run only Java class name. That's all. No .java. You should never use .java for running. Only for compilation .java. Got it? Because that is the predefined rules. It is not set by me. It was set by James Gosling. Okay. Now I
Then
will
what should we use
change
for
this
running, sir?
to Mysuru. Sorry, someone said something.
Then what should we use to running that code?
Yeah, I said na. I said you're right. So, this is not required. Where is this? Okay, let us come from first. Where is this? I'll come to the folder. This is the folder where I have. I will say CMD. So always first the compilation. Any changes you do in your program, you have to compile, or else you will not get the updated execution. So Java C. So my file name is demo.java. This is for compilation only. So no errors, no messages. So Java demo. This is for execution. See, now you are getting Mysuru. Whenever you are changing your code, whenever you are modifying your code, you have to compile and then execute. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, I will say some common examples you people will do. Whenever you are writing this double quotes, I will miss one double quote. Okay. So now I have changed the code, right? I have to compile now. I will compile. See here. Whenever you get errors, please do not panic. It is common for even me to make mistakes. Okay. So read your errors. It itself will self-explanatorily explain what is happening, what it is said. Unclose the string literal. In which position? In this position. What we can see? Double quotes is opened, but did I close the double quotes? No, double quotes is not closed. I have to close the double quotes. Yeah, I show. Darling, I show everything. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಡ್ಕೊ. Now see, I am missing the semicolon. See, I have removed the semicolon. And there are so many things I want to clean my screen. I have a command called as CLS, which is called as clear screen. So Java C demo.java. See, semicolon expected, sir. Where it is expected? In this position, sir. Okay. You have to come here and put semicolon. And I will remove this flower bracket. Okay. Now let us again compile. See, now understand. Reach the end of file while parsing. If you are getting this particular error, it means you have opened the block. Some block you have opened, but you are not closed the block. Okay. These brackets, these double quotes, these Jodi is there, right? They are more Jodi than your Laila Majnu. If one is there, another has to be there. Without another, it will never leave. Okay. Now, let us check CLS. I'll clear my screen. See, no message means successful compilation. Java, sorry, I just need Java. So Java demo. See, you're getting your output. Understood? Everyone? Shall I create one more program to demonstrate how to write, how to compile, and how to execute? Shall we see one more example, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Don't be so sad, ma. Someone is very sad.
So actually, before starting the new program, can you explain those words like a private static, like a, why did you, included that words in the program?
Wait, Kana. When the movie has started for 5 minutes, you cannot expect the climax. You have to wait for the movie to finish to get climax. Okay. That is why I said in the starting days, if you are very new to the topic, learn what to write. Okay. When the time comes, I will only explain you why are you writing that. Why it
I mean,
has
sir,
to be
that
written in that way. What is the purpose? What is its working? Each and every day we will be learning. Okay. Every word what you're writing has its explanation time. Okay. Slightly wait for the time to come. Okay. Okay. So let us write one more program now. I will say, sorry, I should not start with capital C. Class, I will say program 1. You can use
Excuse me,
numbers
sir.
after the word. Yes, ma.
Excuse me, sir. If you don't mind, will you explain the bytecode again?
Bytecode, what is there to explain? What is your doubt?
What is bytecode, sir?
Bytecode is not a low-level program, not a high-level program. It is intermediate. So this bytecode will be taken to execute. This will be converted based on the, for example, see here, I have demo.java file here, right, in my computer. So I will share it to you with WhatsApp for your system. Okay. Now you will download that in your laptop. Okay.
Yes.
After you, if you are having Java in your computer, you have to first compile. After
Yes.
compiling, this class file will be created. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So, if you are having same computer
sir.
as my configuration, let us assume I also have Windows 64-bit, you also have Windows 64-bit. Is there any problem if we have same configuration? There is not at all a problem, right? But let us assume you have a Mac OS computer, you have a MacBook. So now the written computer is different. Now the format is different. I have a Windows machine, you have a Mac machine. So this bytecode will convert based on your computer. Understood? So this is an intermediate format. So your program will read, convert based on the format required. So to achieve this platform independency, we have this bytecode. అర్థమైందా? So I say public static void main string attributes. So here I will say system dot out dot right len. This will be double quotes. I will say Rahul 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to save the program. And make sure you are saving in the same folder where you want to save your program. So class program1 dot java. So after saving, let us see here. Do I have a class file? Do we have a class file for program1? Do we have it? Everyone, do we have a dot class file here? Is it created yet?
No, sir.
After you give the compilation command, only your class file will be generated. Let us see that in live. So Java C. What was my file name? What is my file name? My file name is program1 dot Java, not Java, Java. See, if it is successful, it is converted. See, inside class file, you have bytecodes. See, whatever the message I gave, it is present here. So after this class file is present, what I have to do, I have to execute this. So Java program1. See, you are getting the message. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.